Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
You just cut to me painting.
I don't even know how to explain what we're doing because it was mostly Miranda's idea and then Jacob came up with another part of it. So you guys explain what we're doing.
We're going to be testing out these like paint canvases that give you like kind of like an exoskeleton sort of thing.
Do we actually have one of the boxes?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they're like these paint kits that you can find at Michael's. So they basically have like the painting in black and white on there already, and then we're going to paint, like kind of fill it in basically, right?
Yeah, right.
So it came with a bunch of paints and 2 paint brushes.
We're limited to the 2 paint.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what we're gonna do, because I won't be able to fit all of our paintings into one frame, what we're gonna do is what?
One individual person's going to be painting at a time.
But we're gonna have 20 minutes to do it. So it's gonna be like speed painting.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
So
we're gonna give each other 20 minutes to paint, see how far we can get and how much we can get done.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 that aren't painting are gonna tell scary stories.
Yep.
Right?
That's it.
That's the plan. So then we're gonna kind of go through each painting and kind of see who does the best. So that's what we're doing. If you guys are interested, then continue watching. Jacob doesn't know because he doesn't watch my videos.
No, I hate her videos.
Okay, so Jacob is gonna go first. So me and Miranda are gonna tell scary stories, which we have a lot of. Also, I do around Halloween time, I do want to do the video where we kind of go through our entire, what would you even call it?
Scary
Just
life.
like, just our, we used to live in a haunted house. So I kind of wanted to do like a full dedicated video where we talk about like kind of the full story. So I kind of want to save like the really good ones for that video.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of sift through our stories.
We'll have to think of specific ones.
We'll still tell some good ones, but I want to save like the really juicy ones for that Halloween video. So anyway, Jacob's going to get started. We're going to switch up the angle. So we're going to have 2 different angles. So we'll see you in a second.
Okay.
All right.
I'm starting the timer for 20 minutes. And
Jacob's down here with the canvas. He's getting ready to paint.
Are you ready, Jacob?
I am very ready.
And go.
All right.
20 minutes on the clock, baby.
Here we go.
All right, so now you and I can just hang out and tell a scary story.
Scary story that we, like me and you have done together. Like it's been like us together. Scary.
No, if you've got a good one, you can tell it.
Because it's not really ghosts. It's not ghosty ghost. But it's
not a
like,
ghosty
remember
ghost?
that creepy guy
What
that
creepy
showed up
guy?
at our house? It was just me and you. It was winter.
Oh.
Do you remember?
Okay, I remember the one where Jacob was home
Well,
and the
that
guy
one-
knocked
that
on the
one-
door.
No,
I'm
did you-
saving. Nope, that's mine.
Okay.
But me and Heather were chilling in the living room. It was just me, Heather, and our dog Cody at the time.
Wait, are you talking about the banging?
Yeah.
There was a guy?
Dude, that was a guy. You don't remember the footsteps outside in the snow? Yeah.
No,
And
I don't
it
remember that
sounded
part.
exactly like Dad. But,
Yeah.
but it wasn't Dad. 'Cause
Oh,
Mom
I always
and Dad
considered
were
that
both
story
gone.
a ghost
Because
story.
all
Anyway,
three of us came up
Are we
from
doing ghost story?
no, you can tell whatever creepy story. I
Because
just
the only-
don't
I
remember
don't-
the footsteps, so I always considered that as a
As a ghosty
ghost. Yeah.
No, there was Dad, because we called the cops, remember?
I do remember
And
that.
Dad walked
Okay, start
outside.
from the
Okay.
top.
So me and Heather were chilling in the living room with our dog Cody. It was just me and her home alone. Creepy house in the first place, so we were always sketched out. Always. Someone was sitting in the chair where the banging happened. I'm pretty
I thought that was
sure.
you because I remember looking over at you.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was me.
I think she was sitting like right against the wall where this happened.
We just hear 3 loud bangs, like bang, bang, bang,
But like-
on the wall behind.
Yeah. So the wall to like on the outside. So
Right,
it was the
exactly.
outside of the house that this was.
What time was that?
It was at
like,
night.
Yeah, it was like 9 o'clock at night. No, who
Yeah.
knows where anyone else was?
And our parents were, I don't know, they were out at like freaking Home
I don't
Depot
know
or
where
something.
Jacob was,
We were
actually.
at Home Depot.
Oh, Jacob went with them?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
We heard banging, but I think the banging happened, and then we heard a yell. Like a
Yeah, but it
man,
was like a
it was
like
like
a
yell.
man yell.
And
But it wasn't even like, hey, it wasn't a word. It was
No.
just like, oh.
but it was a man, like
Oh my God, it was
very,
really deep.
very manly.
And it was angry. Well, yeah, because they weren't home. Well, for a second, we were like, oh, they must be home. And he's just screwing with us.
Did we call them and then they told us they weren't home and then we ran upstairs with Cody?
Because we
Oh my God, I'm
we
starting to remember
ran
everything now.
Yes, we ran upstairs and I was like, okay, calm down. I'm gonna call Mom.
Yeah, because I was little. I was like what, 10.
Yeah.
And
then I was like 15 or something. But yeah, I was like, okay, we need to calm down. I want to call Mom. So I called her. I was like, hey, are you guys home? Like, what, are you guys like screwing with us? Whatever. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. We're not home. We're still at Home Depot. And that's when I freaked the F out.
Yeah.
And I literally, me and Miranda went into my bedroom.
With Cody.
Yeah, with our dog. We brought him upstairs. And then I shoved my bureau.
Into the Hulk.
I shoved my bureau in front of my bedroom door. So, because I thought someone was going to break into the house. Yeah. I don't know. I thought some drunk guy was going to break into the house.
I think that was the guy like testing to see who was home.
Anyway, so we like ran into the room. I barricaded the friggin' door.
I'm bawling my eyes out,
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
And then I called the cops because I just had no freaking idea.
They didn't show up forever.
Yes!
Mom and Dad, you guys
They both got home before the cops.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. We had to take a pause because one of my batteries died. Where were we?
Yeah, Dad and Jacob started to walk, because obviously they came upstairs, we talked to them, whatever.
Yeah.
And they went back outside to look for footsteps, because at this time it was winter, so there was a bunch of snow on the ground, because we live in New Hampshire. So apparently there's footsteps to the wall, right, Jacob? It was towards the wall where we heard the banging.
Footsteps towards the wall, like, so no one just walks against the wall of a fucking
right, and
house.
It looked like fresh
footprints.
footprints.
There were footprints right at the wall, and then they looped around to like the back porch area.
Which is like to the left. That was creepy.
Yeah, it was.
That house is just full of...
Does the banging against the wall right where you were sitting kind of tell you that it possibly was someone who knew the house?
That's a good point, because that's the living room.
Why would you bang on that one? Why would you just bang on the door?
That is a good point, Jacob.
Like someone that had been in the house?
Yeah, someone who knew the house well enough to know that.
Jacob's gonna be a private investigator.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, because how would they know that was the living room? Unless they like peeked in.
Exactly.
Because
I think about that. Well, when I think about this story, I think about like if I had looked a certain direction, would I have seen their face?
But the only other thing that I remember is I used to have recurring nightmares pretty much every night. It's gonna sound weird and not really make any sense, but everything that was like, let's say that we're in this room with the big lights, like these big lights would just like absorb me, and then I'd be gone if I didn't get to someone, like if I didn't get to Jacob in his bed or go to my mom, because I was like 11 years old. I was little.
Yeah.
So I run to my mom to scream at her and be like, I'm having these nightmares of everything just absorbing into my face.
Yeah.
And just eating me alive, and then I'm like just disappeared and gone. And that's the only other thing I remember.
But it's really weird, what I was trying to say earlier, it's really weird that you had those dreams, because I had dreams very, very similar, where it was mostly like focused on a corner of a room. I don't know why, it would just be like the corner, but then the corner would start like coming closer. Yeah. And then if it got to me, I was gone.
Yep.
It's weird. Yeah.
I hate it.
Yours sounds scarier because they're actually like the room with stuff in it. Mine was just a corner.
Yeah, it was almost like I was awake, but like wasn't, because I would picture my room perfectly. I would even picture Jacob like sleeping, because me and Jacob shared a room at the time, and he'd be in like the left corner, and I would even picture Jacob as to like, if I remember him going to sleep a certain way, that's how I would dream about it. So it almost felt like so real. Yeah. Because I would even get up and run to Mom, and it would still be happening to me as I'm getting to her. So like because the way my room was in the corner, I had to go left and then right to get to my mom's room. So everything would, like the staircase would just like come towards me. The wall would come towards me. So it almost felt like a game, like I was in a video game. And if I didn't, defeat the quest, I would die. So
yikes. Okay, so I have this memory of you. It's very old. Okay. Like we were in.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you were doing it to play it up. I don't know if you were awake, and you were just like screwing around. You thought like, oh, Heather thinks I'm being funny, so whatever. But I remember you. Do you remember the layout of the apartment was like? It was basically a circle.
I remember everything. Yeah.
I walked downstairs. I looked over the little ledge of the stairs. And there you were, walking the circle, but like with a knife. And I was like, oh, she's screwing with me. She thinks she's being funny. Like, she's trying to scare me.
I don't remember.
Like, I have a vivid memory of you walking around the circle. I thought you were being funny.
I'm so sorry. Because I don't remember this at all.
You
like,
don't?
0%. No.
I mean, it's really old. It's
Yeah.
like, we were really young. So I don't know if, like, I thought, because I was laughing. So I
Yeah,
thought,
I don't
Miranda
remember this
was
at all.
like, oh, she think like we're being funny. Like, we're laughing. Like, we're just joking.
That wasn't funny, apparently, because I don't remember this at all.
Amazing.
I feel like I would have remembered
Good
that.
news. I swear you were laughing.
I could have been.
I hate this memory now.
I don't remember at all.
I thought you were joking
I was
with me.
a creepy kid, apparently.
You really were. You were. Dude, one time you had the fever, and I know there's fever dreams, but whatever. I think that you just really were prone to having really effed up dreams. Because you had the fever once. I walked into the room, and you literally backed up against the wall like this, and you were like, Monster! You were on my bed. You were standing on my bed, and you were like, Monster!
That's hilarious.
Oh my god, I don't remember this at all.
Oh, it was funny.
I don't.
So we're going to give each other another 10 minutes because Jacob's painting is really detailed, and so does Miranda's. So we're going to give each other another 10 minutes to do this. So it'll be 30 minutes each, which I feel like is still not that much time.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we don't have to tell like a story. We could explain like that creepy room in the basement. That was like a coffin, pretty much.
Why did it look like a coffin?
No, that was legit a coffin. Like,
why
that
did
was
it?
a coffin.
I know, but Mom and Dad were like, no, that's where people would put wood.
They were lying.
They did that, didn't they?
Have you guys even seen that recently?
No.
No.
That room has like almost like a cabinet sort of thing on like the back right corner or whatever. And there's just kind of like a gaping hole with like, I don't know, what looks to be like basically sawdust. And then there's that. It's on like the floor in the middle. So like the left wall right here. There's like a box. It is the shape of like a child-sized coffin. I'm not even kidding you. It literally is.
So when we moved in there, I went down to the basement. I mean, okay. When we were touring the house for the first time, I felt it. And I know that sounds so stupid and weird, but it's true. Like, I felt something.
And we're gonna go ham. Whoa. Yeah, look at this. Amazing.
Wow, man, you did it?
There we go.
Okay, so it's Miranda's turn now, and do you want to tell a story? Because I feel like I've already told some, like with Miranda.
Well, I mean, you didn't really tell the story exactly about the guy or whatever.
Which guy?
The guy that I saw.
Oh, yeah, no. That's because that's your story.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So at the time, like, I don't remember everything exactly because I was pretty young, but I was home alone. And I didn't hear or see anything as far as where the guy was or whatever. But I went into the kitchen and there was a guy on the porch, right at the door or whatever.
Yeah.
And I like looped around the corner and he wasn't facing the window or anything. He wasn't looking in at the time. I think he was like looking out towards like where his car was parked. But so I like ran around and then hid below the sink. So like
below the window, basically.
Window, yeah. And then he's out here on the porch, and I'm down here, I'm hiding, and I was like, oh my god, like, what do I do? What's going on? And that's when I called Mom, and I was like, yo, there's a guy, like, there's a guy. There's just a guy here. Hello. I didn't know what was going on. I forgot exactly what I said. No.
No doorbell.
No
nothing.
No doorbell. No knock. No nothing. So he's
probably. So he was just at the front door.
Yeah, yeah. He was at the front door, but I'm pretty sure he like went around like the other sides of like the house or whatever, like walked around because I looked up and then he was gone. So like his car was still parked and he wasn't at his car. And then I like looked up again, but every time I was looking up, I would be like just to barely see. And if I saw him looking anywhere, whoop. But I didn't have to do that because the next time I saw him, he was like walking away down the steps to his car. And he like got in his car and left.
See, okay, that's weird. But the only thing that I think of for that to like make it make sense is that we used to sell eggs. We used to have like an egg sign. Mm-hmm. So maybe he just wanted eggs.
But why would he be walking around the house?
I guess I don't. Did you see him walk around the house?
I'm pretty sure he did.
But didn't Mom take that down when she wasn't home?
Mm-hmm.
I thought so.
So it must not have been there.
I don't think it was there at the time.
Because I don't think she would leave that up when she wasn't home.
No. especially if I was the only one like home alone.
Yeah,
No,
no,
one
she
someone
probably
knocking on the door,
took that
Can I
down.
get some eggs?
Maybe
Like,
he remembered seeing it, but I don't know. I don't know.
I really
know.
don't have any other logical explanation as to why he would have been there.
Yeah.
So that was mad weird.
No,
really.
besides the shower thing, the way you described it when it happened.
Yeah.
You were hysterical.
I was hysterical because it was terrifying. And that's why I didn't like being in the shower on my own. I hated the shower.
Well, what's weird is that you hated showers before this happened. And then she made you take a shower. She's like, Jacob, just take a shower. And
that was the one time that I finally took a shower on my own. And then that's why mom and dad thought I made it up. Because I wanted a scapegoat. Like, this is why I don't want to be alone, whatever. Yeah. But that was really the first time that I actually like took a shower on my own. I'm just in the shower, and I was sitting in the shower just doing my thing, whatever. And then the curtain obviously was fully closed and just gets fully ripped open. I mean, like it wasn't just like slide. It was like if someone grabbed it and threw it all the way.
You literally saw that?
It was right here.
Like you saw the shower curtain get ripped open.
Because as soon as it started moving, it's loud. Shower curtains are loud on the rail, because we had the metal rail too, that curved one, and it flew open, and I almost like collapsed. Like I almost fell. Pretty sure
you did, yeah.
Because I was on the bottom of the shower as far as I.
Did you do that just because you were scared?
Well, like whoa, like you know what I mean? It was loud and it happened right in front of me, like literally right in front of me.
Yeah.
So it scared the hell out of me. I was terrified. I was screaming.
I know. I remember
crying.
you screaming.
I was like, ah, like I had no idea what just happened.
Yeah.
Like it was so terrifying. But there's no explanation for that. There's no explanation for that. Not wind, not someone else, because there's no one else in there.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of you guys screwing around me because the door was closed.
Right.
So like there was one where I was like in my room, I'm on my computer, and I think I was playing like a scary game, but it wasn't scary. It wasn't like there's jump scares all the time and loud noises or whatever. And I had my headphones on, and there's audio in the game, but it wasn't like audio all the time. That game took use of like silence sometimes. There is knocking in that game, so there is audio in that game that is knocking. I heard it in the game, and it didn't even startle me or scare me at all because I knew it was the game. But I could tell with my headphones on that it was outside of my headphones, and then I like ripped them off, and I was like, "What?" Because I had already heard the knocking in the game already, so I knew what that sounded like. Yeah. So I heard that, and I was like, "What?" That was not the game, and it was like right on my wall. My desk was here against the wall, but it was like bunted right up. So the wall's basically right next to me, and I'm in the middle of my desk. So I heard it against that wall, and I was like, "What?" And I'm on the second floor, and there's a window here. The second time was the time that it was like, wow, like what? It was like, I don't want to do it on your wall. Like, is anyone else here or whatever?
No, I think you
okay. So I'm playing my game, and like it moved, it shook my monitor. Because my table was up against the wall, and it was literally like that. Like I'm serious. Literally quick, and it sounded like someone was banging on it, like intentionally banging on it. And I threw my headphones at my monitor, and I ran out of my room, and I was screaming, and I ran right into Miranda's room because she was right next door. And I was like, oh, you fucking banged on my wall. I like ran into the room and blew through her door and fell into her room. Because I was horrified. It literally sounded like someone climbed on the roof and just started banging on my wall. So that's why I was like, I thought someone was literally on the roof. And I went around and looked, and we were like, no, we don't see anybody on the roof or anything. So it was horrifying. It was very terrifying. I moved my desk after that too. Like I didn't want my desk in that corner anymore. I did not like that wall. Well, there was what was another time that happened? I remember
the kitchen.
Oh yeah, the kitchen.
I hate that story.
Hear me out. This is such a stereotypical thing that happens in scary videos, horror movies, everything. Everyone uses it. It's such a cliche, but I've never seen it in real life, ever. Went downstairs. I went to go get a drink. Like I think I would have got a water. So literally 2 minutes later, I didn't even go down and get in my bed yet. Like I got up, went upstairs with my water, drank a little bit, whatever, put it down, and then I wanted something to eat. And then I went back downstairs, and I kept the kitchen light on. I turned the corner, and fridge, freezer, oven, cabinets, anything that could be opened in there, even drawers in like the island, everything was open. I mean, like you would have to climb on the counter because there's I don't know if you remember, but we had a pretty tall fridge. Like, it was well taller than me, and I could not reach up there. You would have to get like
those tiny cabinets.
The tiny cabinets. You would have to get like a chair or a ladder to literally get up to those cabinets, and those were or climb on the counter.
I don't know what I would have done if I saw that.
I don't know. So this is very recent. I have a really recent one.
You have a recent one?
I have a really recent one that I think I talked to Mom about, but I think I only talked about it with her.
Okay.
So my friend Anthony painted me like this paint. I kind of put it up on my wall near where my dresser is. It's a very short story. Like, it's constantly on the floor. Like, fell off on the floor.
Okay, I didn't know this one.
Yeah, it just falls off my wall and is on the floor on its own every time. In the same exact position. It doesn't fall and flops one way, flops the other. It's on the floor one way, flat, facing up, always. And I've literally knocked it off on my own, banged on the wall to get it off. No. But like, I've made it fall off, and it always either stays up and leans against the wall, or it falls forward. But it's literally always fallen flat, face up. This has happened like probably half a dozen times. Just on its own, just randomly.
That is really
weird. That's really weird. I don't know why.
I mean, one time when I was here, I was with somebody that works with, or at Apotheca, and we were quiet, and we were working on our own stuff.
Yep.
And you know that space upstairs that I showed you guys.
Kira was like walking in.
Yeah. So we were just like working, whatever, and then like honestly, it sounded like someone was up there, and it would like things started to like shuffle, as if someone was like, you know, moving stuff, whatever. But it was really like frantic sounding for just a second, and then me and Laura looked at each other, and we were like,
and it was just you two, right?
Yeah. So we were kind of like looking around up there, and we didn't see anything. Nothing was out of place. No. But I don't.
Like,
I don't know.
Furniture noises, or
well, no. It sounded okay. So it sounded like all of a sudden somebody was like getting ready to run,
or
do something.
Or something like that.
Yes. For
really?
Just a second. Yes. It sounded like feet, but heavy feet.
Interesting. Okay.
It was really weird. Yeah, it's creepy up there. I don't know why. Whenever they because there's like a circle window basically to that up space. You guys saw the big window.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like every time I look over, I try to avoid it now, but I feel like every time I would look over at it, it would like.
You expect something to be
someone
there.
to just be in.
You expect something.
Yes.
To be in that window peeping at
it's
you.
really weird. The upstairs space is very weird.
I don't like that. Want to talk about dreams? How much time do we have for dreams? Do you ever have good dreams where it's
yes.
like,
yeah,
it was a good, I'll wake up and I'm like, never in my life ever.
Oh.
I've never had a good dream. Either it's a nightmare or just weird, or I'm trying to get, like, someone's trying to run me over. Almost all of my dreams, someone in my dream is trying to run me over with a vehicle.
Really? I'm falling. I've had
some long
time, and I hit.
Many. Yeah.
I wake up when
you get, right before you hit the ground, you wake up.
I feel like a lot of people dream falling, but they're falling. And I actually hit.
And then that part kind of ends. You hit.
Yeah. Yes, I hit.
And then you wake up.
Yep.
30 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
There you go.
Jacob, we could talk about the music.
The music?
What
music?
music?
In the woods. Oh, and the scream!
Oh my god, yeah! Look how full of glee we are. We talk about horrific things that have happened to us.
What the heck?
I wasn't there for this music though. It was you and Spencer.
There's like this.
We live in a duplex, and our side faces a literal like egg-shaped woods, but there's a lot of it, and there's only houses on the edges.
Me and my boyfriend, he comes home from work at 11:30 at night, so he comes home, and he's saying, there's loud music in the woods, and it's blasting. So I go upstairs, and I go with him to listen to it, and all you hear is just music. Like, there's no singing at all. It was just like a beat. Like
Instrumental?
Yeah, exactly. Instrumental, and it was loud. Like, it sounded like someone's mansion, and they were throwing, like,
some major or something.
Like, it was so loud. And me and him are just like, do we go out there and look? Because it's middle of the night during the week. Like, when you're just going to go to work next day. Like,
There's a weird time
in there?
Yeah.
That was the loud music.
Yeah.
But
how long ago was this? This was literally like a few
3
weeks ago. This was like a few weeks ago. I I'm coming home from work, I'm going up to the door, and the door's locked, so I grab my keys, and I'm about to put the key in the door, and as soon as I'm about to, I hear a dude, like, it wasn't like an angry yell. A dude was like yelling for his life, sort of thing. And he was screaming like out in the woods. And it didn't even sound that far. And it was only once, and it wasn't that long. It was just a scream like, ah, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I fumble with my key and put it in the door, and I blast through the door, and I just drop my stuff on the floor and slam the door. And then I immediately went downstairs, and I was like, did you guys hear that? We sat on the porch, and it's freezing outside. I didn't even have like a coat on anymore. Spencer didn't even have shoes on. I didn't think you did either.
No, I didn't.
And we're standing out on the porch just
Ew.
listening and waiting, because I thought we might have heard something again.
Or at least walking. Like, heard something.
Are we bad people for not having gone out there? I mean, I didn't know what.
I honestly do feel bad for not going out there. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Wow. Remember, okay, no one was home. Me and Manny, and we had cameras outside of our house for any movement. So like the camera will go off, and Mom will get a notification saying like, oh, there's movement outside. So my car alarm was going off, and I used to have problems with my car key, like the actual key. The button's really sensitive, so sometimes if I like press it and my trunk opens, my car alarm will go off. But I didn't have my keys on me at all. It was like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
like I'm just home alone, whatever. And I hear my car go off, and then Mom got a notification saying there was movement outside, but it was the camera in the back.
In the back, yeah.
Gross.
So I was like, okay. I went and grabbed my bat.
Just so
and
dumb.
I had Manny right beside me, but no one was outside. My car was still going off, so I shut off the alarm. I walk around my car, and then this animal.
Oh,
what?
Oh my god, I just remember. Oh, tears. I just remembered something else that happened. I remember. So, do you know, like, so my room, and then there's downstairs at the porch or whatever. So, my window, you could see the porch door and everything, the glass door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Do you remember that?
I'm remembering vaguely.
Yes. See, it just gets repressed. I remember like that door slammed like 2 or 3 times, and I saw it happen the last time that I heard it. And of course, the first time I heard it, I was just like, maybe someone's outside. Yeah. And the second time I heard it, I was like, okay, someone's slamming that. Then the third time, I saw it, and it like slammed closed, because you know how some of the hydraulic kind of powered, like the doors, whatever, they like glide on their own. They're really hard to shut.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ours wasn't like that. You could literally just shut on your own. But it was a handle you had to pull like this to get it to open and close. And then I caught the glimpse of it actually slamming shut, and then I bolted down the stairs, because I thought someone was going to be on the porch, honestly. So I like ran down the stairs, I'm looking around, I had my flashlight, and like, what?
Was I in my room just chilling?
Yeah, you're just sitting around. Everyone's usually just chilling while I'm, having a terrifying moment in my life.
I just don't hear anything.
And then I told everybody, and then everybody started walking around looking, it was nothing, whatever. But, wow, is that hot in here.
The lights. You have 10 minutes, Heather.
Holy shit.
10 minutes?
We have so much time. She's done!
Yeah, I picked the easier one, didn't I?
That's it.
No, it's usually me.
Yeah, it's usually you.
Why is it usually me?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I think it's that little stone with someone's name on it that I dug up out of the woods.
Ew.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about that.
Pretty sure I cursed. Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
You were living there.
I just don't remember it. What name was on it?
Marianne Agnes Green.
Ew.
Oh,
Don't say it ever again.
Whole name?
Didn't you look up everything too?
I tried to, but I couldn't really find anything, to be honest. Wasn't someone that lived at the house, I don't think. You know what I do know that's really weird? No, the lady that died in that house.
Oh, I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, I could not find an obituary for her. I couldn't find anything on her. And if you look her up on if you use Ancestry, it says that she's still alive and she's 118 years old.
That's really weird, man.
Heather, you couldn't have tried to do bad.
I don't think it's that. The grass looks horrible.
What do you mean? It looks like grass.
It looks like a 30-minute painting. Mine looks like a kid's 10-minute painting.
Ah!
I get scared easily.
It's just really loud.
Okay, well, Heather, y'all are gonna.
It's not that good.
Okay, but we told them to vote, and it's gonna be you.
Hey, they usually pick Sean, honestly. When
Are you all just being nice?
Yeah, you're being too nice.
Be truthful. I want the truth.
No, I think Sean genuinely beats me all the time.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like people are like, oh, Heather's the artist. She's going to do amazing. And then I'm like, I suck. Because
This doesn't
of that
suck.
pressure. Okay, so we've done all of our paintings. Jacob, let's see your final
Here is
painting.
mine. Wow. My 3rd grade project. I love it. So I used some greens on the darker parts of the tree here. A little orange in the middle.
Go for a mix of both, even though I don't know colors. Yellow, because it's sunny on this, the sun's coming from here. There's some leftover Cheeto dust on the bottom, right here. And I kind of didn't have enough time to
Finish the green everywhere else.
All right, so I have to hold mine sideways because it was this way, but now it's this way. This is my painting. Wow.
Wow.
What does everyone think?
It's all right.
It's all right. I was saying before that we should have done the same painting. That way we could kind of compare with the same painting because theirs were a lot harder than
Ours were a bit.
mine.
There's a lot more content to it, at least. Yours is like
very
a small scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I had to paint several trees.
You did, and some grass.
And grass and the whole bottom part. I mean, like, what was I supposed to do with that?
I know.
Just gray splotches. Whatever. I made it work.
All right, here is mine. Mine's it's supposed to be a city, and it literally looks like a bunch of random lines. But I promise it's supposed to be like some buildings and stuff, and then there's water underneath the buildings. That's why there's water underneath the buildings. They're all just floating. But yeah.
No such thing as rivers.
Well, no, it just the way I painted it made it look like they're just floating.
Oh, it's Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Before it sunk.
Yes.
So you guys have to comment down in the comments which one is your favorite or the best. Are we doing which one? Who won?
Favorite. Well, clearly, we know which one's the best. Like, oh my god.
Okay, so yeah, don't.
Which one is your favorite? Which one do you think?
Yeah.
Look
which
at
one
it.
is
It's like, wow. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
You can see, you know, the
Yeah, the after. I mean, you
yeah,
saw
you
us
know?
doing the painting too. So who did it look like it really was going at?
Yeah, who was like really into
like,
it?
really
Who put their all into
Once I
this?
started-
So I want to do, like I've been saying throughout this entire video like 100 times, I want to do like a whole dedicated video to like our scary story of living in this haunted house. So that's kind of why we saved most of our like really good stories, but I hope that you enjoyed the stories that we did share. Some of them I didn't even know, like most of Jacob's. I didn't even know like half of his stories. Yeah, okay, yeah. Did you guys actually have fun?
No, it actually was a lot.
No,
of fun.
I
We had no idea what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
They just
Walked into
came
nothing.
here and then we were like, what?
You
I
know
don't
what?
even know what we're
Let's
doing.
make something happen. Let's whip
And we
something
were
up real
rushing
quick.
too, thinking
We
we
were.
wouldn't have time.
Yeah.
What's my outro?
I don't know.
But, thank you guys so much for
Yeah,
watching.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. It is @Artsymadwoman. I'll put it right over his face.
Yeah, my face.
I love you guys to absolute death. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Do I have a big forehead?
Do I have a big forehead?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, do you want the answer?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I don't want to see something that ain't me in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember hearing you go, I think this is mint. And then you ate it, and it for sure was not mint. But you're like, I think this is mint. And you ate it.
Uno. Say the word again.
Oh, God.
Minuto.
Uno minuto. That's really hard. I don't know why.
It's really hard.
What the heck?
It can't come out of my mouth. There's a stink bug on my drink. You guys want to see him?
Dr. Kelp.
Oh, it's literally on your drink right now? Gross.
Yeah. The pits are moist. Moist pit.
All right.
Ew. I
Okay.
don't know how this is gonna work.
I like Miranda's Hellfire Sky. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
you kind of went at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, there's
it's awesome.
That's Atlantis right before it sunk.
Yeah, that's like,
Right before.
that's it sinking.
Yeah.
It's
It's going underwater.
Got it. Okay.
Nice.
So it's kind of sad.
a little bit.
I made a sad painting.
Da 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 da. Okay. Because I.
Yeah, pretty good. That's what I was thinking
Exactly.
too. No.
Outro. Intro.
Thanks,
Outro.
it's shower time. It's shower time.
It's shower time. I don't know what I'm doing.
What
We're
are
Still
you
my arms
doing?
out like this.
I
That's what you
just,
did.
I just do that because I'm nervous. I do robot. I'm like,
Robot.
okay,
You're
what do we
tweaking.
do? May I incentivize? Maybe may I convince you?
May I intensify? Yes.
May I convince you